today, I don't know how I'm going to do this video, but we got a lot of parts. So let's start by going through the parts that we have right now. Some of this is a sponsored deal and some of this isn't. Let's go ahead, look at what we got. All right, so right off the bat, we have a new contour fan. All of this stuff right here come from LMR. And I'll have links down below for everything that's part of the partnerships. Just click the link down there below. I'm just bringing in new parts. Just click the link down below and you can access any of this stuff. Or there's always a home page link down below in the description. You can click that, and what that does is just take you to LMR, and it's a home page. You buy whatever you want to buy. It just shows traffic for LMR with my name attached. That's all it is, guys. It's pretty simple. Anyway, this is the contour setup. This is new from LMR. We have the brackets down here. So you have your two brackets right here, just like that. We have our new ball joints right here. And these are the plugs that come with the fans and all the mounting hardware. We have a new console repair kit for the pad for the console. And we have a new MSD coil. I was going to buy the Screaming Demon, but they were out of stock, didn't have it, so we went with this MSD coil. And right here we have probably my least favorite thing is the pillar pod, but we have to have this, guys. We got to be able to put that boost gauge up there. So let's look over here at what we got from Amazon. All right, so next up, and I know you guys don't really care, this has been a pain in our butt here recently. Andrew can vouch for this. So this is the hose that you have to have for these new self-sealing cans. Now, I know there's somebody out here that does not know this. There's plenty of you that have tried to hook your old hose up to one of these cans and it just doesn't work. Look in the top of your can. If you ever see a rubber grommet or just a hole in the top of your can right here, that means it's a self-sealing can, and you have to either have an adapter like this, which doesn't work too good, or you have to buy the correct hose for these self-sealing cans. So there'll be a link down below to all the stuff that I have on Amazon. Also picked this up on Amazon, and this is a ring compressor. So this is already set for the bore size of the engine. These are just better than, you know, the old crimp style ring compressors. I think this was like 15, 19 bucks. Just got some ring pliers right here. I know a lot of people don't use them, but we're gonna have to use them on our pistons because they have these little tiny grooves at the very top, and they're very fragile. Now these came from O'Reilly Auto Parts, so I'm not going to put any listings up or anything like that, but these are inner and outer wheel bearings. We're going to need those. The car needs them. And then I'll probably get some hate for this, but this is a glow shift boost gauge. I really like these things. They look good. You can change them to any color you want. So of course I'm going to do the Calypso green right there. See, Andrew, he tries to be slick. Y'all think he's such a good guy. He's just a pissant. Can't stand him sometimes. Anyway, I got one more back here that I actually forgot about. And these are our bearings. I actually ordered these bearings off of Amazon as well. I think they were like 50 bucks or something for main and rod bearings. Big shout out to LMR. Guys, LMR helped me out a lot on this order, as you can see. And I'll let you guys know anytime they send me something like that. So they're trying to help the channel out. I'm trying to help them out. It's a partnership, right? That's what it is. These are the control arms that you saw me and Andrew order pretty much while we were doing the video. And seemed to be okay to me. I think they were broken right here, so we welded them back. That's perfectly fine for what we're doing, guys. We're going to shoot a little bit of paint on these things. It should be good to go. The bushings look good. Really see any issues with those. It's perfect. That's exactly what we needed. So yeah, they're not the prettiest, but they'll work. This is definitely a budget channel, and sometimes, you know, we spend some money, sometimes we don't. Trust me though, still a budget channel. I don't have all the money in the world, so we have to make do with what we got. So what we're going to attempt to tackle today is getting the contour fan set up on the car. Now, I'm not going to do a complete install, like step by step. Guys, you know I don't really do that. It's not my thing, but I am going to give you a slight overview on how to install the contour fans. What is it, Andrew?
92 GT running and driving with 5-speed in it for $2,700.
What?
Yeah. 21 hours ago, somebody's already pending coming to pick it up, and there's 2 more people in line after them.
God, that's crazy. See what I'm saying? Look, every time you see one of these videos, Andrew's over there looking through Facebook or something.
But I find parts.
He does. He finds parts and he finds cars and stuff. So I'll give him that. But I'm telling you, Joe Dirt, guys. Joe Dirt. Do I have to show you the video again? Andrew got a kick out of that, by the way. All right, let's go ahead and get started on this. I'll get back to you guys in just a second. All right, so you want to start by removing your fan shroud, obviously. You're going to notice, looks like a dog chewed on our fan here. We do not know what caused that. To this day, I have not figured it out, but it was hitting something in here, and yeah, actually there it is. So I couldn't see this part, but that's what was happening with my fan. It basically was hitting the shroud somehow. Obviously the fan isn't as efficient as it should be, and it bent the top of my radiator. We're going to have to put a board in there and clamp it probably. So what you want to do is pull your fan shroud out and then pull your fan off. So we're going to go ahead and do these few little things here, then we'll get back to you in just a second. We're going to go ahead and cut the bracket off this fan. You have to cut, I think, at least this one tab over here off. So it hits right here. So I think we just got to cut that one tab.
That's a nice straight cut right there, man. It ain't crooked at all.
It's not.
I ain't never seen a rod bearing that come in a box like this. So Nakia says these are crank bearings and these are rod bearings. And this right here, he would have spent better money buying a Monster energy drink.
So we got the battery out of the car and we got the fan up here. So let's talk about what we're going to do to wire this thing up. First off, we have two 40 amp relays. Well, they're marked 30, 40 amp. So should be good up to 40 amp. This is what Joe Nate uses on all his stuff when he builds his switch panels and stuff like that and race cars. He really likes them. So, all right, so how are we going to do this? Well, we've already tested the positive and negative side. The way we need these fans to run, for our setup at least, the white striped wire is going to be your positive, and your blue or whatever stripe this is right here is going to be your negative. Run this over to your relay. So as you can see, we've already got the wire cut for that. You're going to do the same thing. So you're just going to kind of wire everything up, and wherever you're going to put your relays, you want to have some slack over here. I think this is where we're going to put ours, probably right in this location right here. So the battery does not touch. So once it's all said and done, we're going to put some self-tapping screws here, and we're going to run two relays. So each fan is going to have its own relay, and it will have a single trigger. There is a breakdown online of how you can wire a relay. So just look that up yourself. I promise you, me and Andrew are going to have to look it up just to make sure we got it right. But it should be pretty simple. I've wired them up in the past, but it's been a while. So I'm going to look everything up, get it wired up, and I'll show you guys how it all looks. That's just pretty simple. We've already ran the fans. They work great. All right, so I do want to cover this real quick. On this, we're going to be using these connectors that you've probably seen online before. And they actually work pretty good for the most part, so I'm going to show you how we do that. So we're going to use these. They basically have a low temp solder inside of them, and all you do is just push it over one side and then put your other wire inside, and then you just heat it up. So all we're going to do is slip one of these over like this and just slide it over the two, that, and then heat it up. Just heat it up until the solder melts, and then run your wire over here. So for right now, I'm going to go ahead, finish doing this, get my black wire run the same way, get this one connected, and then we'll get back to you once we start wiring everything up. I figured we'd go ahead and show you guys how we pull the wires up. This looks like it's going to work pretty good, so you might be interested in that. So this is the bottom of the fan assembly, and all we did was come out of the pigtail, connected our wires, and we just drilled a small hole right here in the fan shroud. But as you can see, nothing's in the way. You've got to do it up high right here, just like that. That'll keep you out of the way of the fan. And then right here we just drilled two holes, or a hole, clamped it right here, and the same thing over here. Now what we plan on doing is from this point on right here, we're going to run wire loom just to make it look good. So we're not going to pull it up just yet. We're going to start our wire loom down here. I just want to take a minute and show everyone how the brackets go on. They're basically universal, top and bottom. So if you bought the brackets, this is how they're going to go. You do have to cut off this top clip up here. So this top clip is going to have to be removed so this plate can pretty much, fit flat. You can drill it and use these, but honestly this thing is not going to go anywhere. It's pretty sturdy. So we got the brackets on, and now it's time to slide everything in. Slide everything down. So now all you're going to do is pull everything up, line it up, put your bolt in. So we're going to do that now, get this thing mounted up, and then we're going to go over here and start our wiring process. Well, that's it. Everything is installed pretty clean for the most part. This is where we ran the relays over here. So both relays are tucked in over here. Each fan has their own relay. But overall, looks pretty good. All the wires are run back in here behind. They're all loomed up. And the signal wire goes in over to the windshield wipers right over here. It's tied into key on power. And the key on power controls both relays. So I know you guys probably wanted to see like a wiring tutorial, and I'm sorry. We chose not to do that because different relays are wired differently. The relays that we have were already pre-wired with pigtails. I would rather not show you guys that and then you wire it up wrong or something like that. Guys, overall, these fans are really, really quiet. As a matter of fact, myself and Andrew thought that the fans were running on low speed. We actually looked it up a couple times and checked it, but these fans are running on high speed. I'll go ahead and fire it up for you so that you can hear the fans. Alright, so as you can hear, I'm talking normal right now and the fans are on. I don't know how loud it's going to show up on camera, but it's not loud. Not at all. Alright, I think that's going to wrap it up tonight. I'll let you know how they do on the road, like keeps the car cool and whatnot. It's 10 o'clock here, so I'm not going to start this thing up. It is obnoxiously loud. So we will take the car down the road probably tomorrow or the next day. Make sure this thing keeps it cool, and I'll give you an update. But this was your install. Big shout out to LMR. Thank you guys for all your support. And like I said, guys, there will be a link down below if you want to check it out. All right, we're going to go ahead and wrap this video up. And as always, thanks for watching.